Hello guys, welcome to the 13th video in this tutorial series, Android application development using Kotlin. So today we are going to implement RecyclerView and Cardview. In the previous video we had discussed the theoretical aspect of RecyclerView and Cardview, but now in this video we're going to implement our RecyclerView and Cardview in code. Well, I'm going to create a simple application in MBB pattern as we did earlier and implement our required component here. So let's go to the layout, activity underscore main. I'd like to clear this out and initialize a relative layout or a linear layout. Let me do relative today. I need a width, height. Okay, that's all. Before going into RecyclerView, we should first add dependencies for our RecyclerView. So let's go to our Gradle scripts. Okay, build.gradle, the app label build.gradle, and this is where we add our third-party libraries and dependencies. So in a similar way, the implementation for the RecyclerView and Cardview should also be added here. So let me do that quickly. So these are the two dependency statements here. Just add them and then click build Gradle here, so that those libraries can be downloaded and then can be implemented in your program. Just add these libraries here. Okay, just add these libraries here, and then a yellow bar is going to pop up here. Click on Gradle build and then we are good to go. So let's go to activity underscore main. Now I'm going to implement my RecyclerView here. Remember, in the last video I talked about how RecyclerView is kind of a replacement for list view, so we use it in a very similar fashion. Let me give an ID of RV. Okay, the second thing I'd like to do is I'd like to create another layout file for our single view. We did this for our list view also, if you remember. So let me go ahead and type give a name single underscore layout, and the root element is going to be, let's do relative layout today. So relative layout. Okay, so I don't need anything fancy, just an image view. Its width is going to be 72 dp and height is going to be 72 dp either, and let's give an id. Let's write imv. This is done. Let's implement another text view here. So I'll also show you the view so that you know where these things are actually being added. So I'd also like to add an icon or an image. Okay, so there's your image view. Let me add one padding. Okay, I don't need a padding here, but on top of this, okay, I'll not do this for now. Let's go and add a text view. So text view is going to be maybe wrap content. So I need an ID here. This is for title and text. Let's give title for now, just to see where these components are. So I want to move this to the right side of image view. So right of imv. Okay, that's done. And I want to implement some margin left, few margin like 10 dp. Okay, now it's done. Let's go ahead and add another text view. Also, I wanted to add a text size here, so let's do text size maybe 22 dp. Okay, that's big enough. Okay, now below let's add a text view, wrap content. Again, wrap content, obviously I need this to the right of my image view. The same thing, to right of image view, and I want this below title. So below title, let's give a title so that you can see this thing properly, or text. This is description. again a padding or a margin. I need 10 dp here, that's all. Okay, that's done. One more thing I'd like to include here. Okay, no, I think I'm done with this. I think I'm satisfied with this. Oh, I just need id here, sorry. So id is going to be description. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be my layout for one single view. Now I'd like to take you to another part of this project. So first of all, as in MVP, we're going to create packages here. So first one for obviously a view, second one is for model, third one is for presenter, fourth one we're going to make interfaces, and one more we're going to add for adapter. Okay, so these 5 are going to be my views. I'm going to move this main activity inside view. Refactor. Okay, it's done. Now I'd like to start with the interface here. So I'm going to create one interface. Let's go Kotlin file class interface. Let's write my interface. This is okay. So here I'm going to create interfaces for my view, model and presenter. So I'm just going to do interface data view for my view. So fun get data from presenter, value ArrayList, and the class type is going to be a data model, which I'm going to create sometime later. This is our model class. Another one I'd like to build is interface presenter. This is just going to call one function get data interface model interface. This is going to have two operations, fun add value and fun get value. This is obviously going to return type again and add a list. So quickly, if you don't know about ArrayList, ArrayList is a type of data storage where you can store multiple values in one index. In array, if you remember, each value used to be represented in one particular index. One particular value used to be represented in one particular index. But in case of ArrayList, you can include as many components as you want. Suppose in index 0 of ArrayList, can have 2 integer, 2 strings, 2 floats, and yeah, many numbers like that. And then the data pattern goes in similar way in other index too. So that's an array list. I think we're done here. Let's go to our model now. We're going to create our model class. This is obviously going to be a class, so my model class is DataModel. So I'm just going to create a constructor for this one, where title type is going to be string, again a var, a description again is going to be string, and var image, and this type is going to be integer, and this is going to implement model interface. So if we go back and implement methods here, so these two methods should be implemented here. Let's remove these to do methods. Okay, something I did wrong. I should have renamed it data model but I named it data model. Okay, I'll just change these names here. So go back to interface once and change these to data model. Okay, I just need that same class model. Okay, this is fine. Let's go to data model, and I just need to change this name to data model here. Okay, I think we're good until now. What does the function add value does here? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add these three parameters that will be passed from the presenter to my array list here. So var list, say list array list data model, and okay, something is missing here. Now below here I just want to add list dot add, and I want to add data model, so title var, title this and image, title, description and image to our data model there. So everything looks good until now. There's some problem with this one, but we'll come to this later on. So this is expecting a getter or setter, so I can move this to constructor, I think. Not exactly, I cannot move this to constructor. Okay, let's check it, Control Z. Okay, we'll leave this for now the same way. Okay, we'll leave this as same for now. So let's go to override function get value. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to return my list here. So that's is all I'm going to do. Okay, I remembered this one. It should have been equal to, sorry. So our data model class is done. This is a model class. It expects three variables here: a title, description, and an image. And I'm just adding those values in ArrayList using this data model class and its constructor. And then get value is just returning these values back to the presenter, and hence finally to the view. So let me go and create my presenter class here. Kotlin file class, again it's going to be a class, so let me name it main. Sorry, I wanted to name it main presenter, but I hit enter so soon. Let me just refactor this. So main presenter. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll have one parameter in its constructor. So my interface dot data view, and this is going to implement presenter interface from my interface. Back there we created our interface, so just implement methods and get data. What we'd like to do here is we would first like to initialize a view. So private var view colon data view equals to view. So we have actually created a new variable called view and initialized this value to this variable. Now we need an init function here. We're just going to do model dot we first need to define our model. So private model, so this is going to be a type private variable model. So the type is going to be data model, and I need to give my values here. So let me write bank of post in title. This is bank of post in description, and one image, so let me just use the map image that's been given here. So r dot map dot ic underscore launcher. Okay, so something seems to be wrong. Let me go back to my data model and see how my constructor is. So my constructor is string and integer image, so I think it's okay. Oh, equals to data model. Okay, now it's okay. So I need to import this r import. Okay, now we're fine. So what I can do here is I can do model dot add value. Okay, and then the presenter on the next step is going to do view dot get data from presenter model dot get value. Okay, the presenter is also done. Let's go back to our view. So in our view, I would like to implement my view interface here too. So this is data view, I think. Yeah, data view. Implement methods, get data from presenter. Okay, we're good to go until now. I'm just going to get values in this video, and I'm going to stop, and I'll continue this in another video. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to first define a presenter here. So private variable presenter. This is going to be of type presenter, and I'm going to initialize this to null right now. So after this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize my presenter equals to main presenter, and then we have one parameter, it's the context, so this, and I'll call init view from here. Obviously I'll make this function by myself, so create function init view. Okay, so I'm going to initialize my value here. So let's first retrieve the value. So presenter dot get data gives me the values. And after this I just need to set my recycler view. So I'm going to stop this video for now, and in the next video I'm going to continue working on RecyclerView and Cardview, and also setting the adapters on them, and then we'll finally run the application. So see you in the next video. Thank you.